Sprinkle me out everywhere because it says I am live. It's not showing I'm live yet, but we all know it's recording me. There we go. All right. Let's see. All right, there we are. I'm here. Let me sprinkle me a little where. Out there a little where. Let's see. Let's just go for those. Anyway, we'll see who hops on. It's a different time. I know I had said 1 o'clock yesterday, guys, and then I got upstairs and I realized I have a conflict at 1. I don't know what I was thinking. I completely forgot. So we're at 11 instead of 12 because I have an appointment at 12. And so we're going to be painting for 20 minutes today. If you're new to me, my name's Amanda. I'm a Simply Flamazing Art, the creative course collab in the ATs, and I'm a curator for the ATC Mystery Box. I love to teach folks how to create beautiful pieces of art that they get to share with others. And so this is what we've been working on for this past week. We paint for 20 minutes a day because we're doing the 100-hour rule, which states if you do something for 18 minutes a day, you will be 95% better than anyone in your field. I kind of reworded a little bit because I'm not in competition with anyone else, and I don't plan on being. My art is my art. Your art is your art. But if we do something for 20 minutes a day, because it's just easy timing, right? We do something for 20 minutes a day, we'll be 95% better than we were when we started. So that's how I word this. And so let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and get us turned down and let's get started. Today will probably be the last day of doing this painting. And what that means is we will have a little Q&A after for just a few minutes. I want to show you, this is painting on paper because I'm putting it in my little seaside journal. I wanted some of my art in my journal, not just like the pretty papers and the pretty little things, but I wanted some of my art in here. So we painted this little girl and she's going to go in here when we are done. So I'm going to go ahead and get my timer turned on and get it started. And we're just going to paint some fun things in here. Today's all about the details because why not have some beautiful details in our painting, right? I'm going to start with some brown. I'm using the Pentart Creamy Acrylics. You can use whichever paints you want. Just grab your paints, grab something to paint on, and grab your brushes and come paint with me for 20 minutes. So we're going to put in some shadows and some details, all the fun stuff. I'm just using a little water for flow. And we're going to just come in here. I want to just give her a little more of darkness underneath of her, just right where her bottom is touching that towel. I'm going to give our towel a little bit just right underneath, just to show that the towel is actually sitting on top of the sand instead of it all being one layer, right? We're just going to let that come out a little bit. Just going to use a little water and pull that shadow out just a little bit. I want to make sure we're going to create a little shadow on the towel from the bag. When you hop on, say hi, tell me that you're here, and tell me, how is your Friday going? Mine's going pretty good. Got some things done from work today. Got a few more things to do for work today after this. I do work from home here lately since COVID, which has been really nice, actually. It allows me to do things like be live at lunchtime. I'm taking my lunch early because I have an appointment. I have a little thing at 12 with some, um, and then I have a meeting at 1. And so that I actually knew about yesterday, and it just completely did not, it just was like out of thought, right? So say hi when you hop on. Tell me that you're here. So I know you're here watching with me. We're just creating some shadows. We're going to give in some details. But we're going to paint for 20 minutes. And then because I think we'll be done today, we're going to have a little Q&A. So if you have any questions about any of it, if you're painting along with me, I hope you are. I hope you share. I put a post on my Facebook page, hoping to get a few of you painting with me. And you can share your painting with me. We're going to put some shadows on her legs where her knees are bent right there and her leg is bent. That part would be darker. She's going to start to really pop now. Hey, Dee, how are you? Good to see you. How is your Friday? Hopefully your Friday is good. I'm going to just put a little bit underneath her hair here. Just kind of where her hair is making like a little bit of a shadow on her body. We want to separate. So the darkness pushes back, light pulls forward. So we're using this darkness to give us the look of layers, right? So one thing is laying on top of another. We don't worry about that when we're painting it initially. We don't really give it much thought, but before we're done, we want to come in and just separate out some of this and create some shadows and give that extra layer. So it's kind of like a final thing. That's how I do it. I know people do things differently. Everyone does things slightly different. I'm allowing water to give me just a wash that I want for my shadow here. Just a little bit. Again, separate that hat from the hair, separate the hair from the body, the suit from the body. Round out her arms and her legs. There's rounding rules to follow on that. And just because I want to create a little, like I want the towel to look like it's sitting on bumpy sand. Hey, Dee, how are you? I got my 2 D's in the house. Good to see you. I'm just going to put a little dark, just little like, make it so it's not so perfectly white and flat. I mean, it is flat because it's paper, but we're going to give it, by adding that little bit, we can add some texture in. I'm loving your painting, by the way. You're doing such an amazing job on it. Dee is painting along with me. And you can create just some texture just by adding in a little, like there's a little bump there. I don't know. There's a little hill in the sand. I don't know. But see how there's a little bump now all of a sudden? You see the bump? You see it coming in there? And in just that short time, now it's starting to like really, really take shape, right? This is kind of like that final detail that just makes all of the difference. It really starts to pop things out. This is where I'm just using brown right now. I don't have any other color going, just my brown. Hey, Kelly. So I take it you don't have another computer. Yes, it's a different time than what I had said, Kelly. And I'm sorry, y'all. I said 1 o'clock yesterday when I got off, but it was only when I went upstairs and I was looking at my computer, I realized that I had something at 12 and at 1. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna have to go live at 11. So see, we're gonna add a little extra hair. It just adds a little extra. Separates out a little bit. This is where you just kind of have a little bit of fun. And I will say there's rarely a wrong answer where you put something dark. I know people fret over where to put a highlight, where to put a low light. Just think about it as how the light would hit her and where it would make sense, or any of these objects, where it would make sense for it to be lighter or where it would make sense for it to be darker. And just go with your instincts and go with it. Oh, okay. No computer, chatting with your frantic packing for Maine today. Yay. And getting the little boy to watch for the rest of the day. She is doing a great job. Yay. From painting together from Maine to Midwest. I love it. So, when you're talking about those shadows and things, just kind of like, just play with it. That's all I can say. It's something that once you will figure out the secret sauce, I guess. It's not really a secret. And I think that's the biggest thing, is that the fact that it's really not a secret. It's just, it kind of is like, oh yeah, that would make sense. Like something is sitting on something, it's going to be darker, the darkest right below it, and then it's going to come out just a little bit for that shadow. You know. But you can use it to create like little bumps, little whatever. Chatting with the tech team. Yay, that's always so much fun. That is so much fun. All right. That's gross. All right, let's see here. We're going to get a little white going. And I'm going to do kind of the same thing. I'm going to add a little highlight on, because this is all about the details. And then we can see if we want to put something up in our bag. Maybe put some flip-flops hanging out here, maybe. I don't know. Y'all tell me. We have a few minutes. Again, on the rounding rules, we're just going to let that leg round out a little bit more by highlighting it. I'm going to remember our rounding rules. Put some lighter strands in, just like we did those darker strands, because this is where the light is hitting. This also gives us the ability to break it up just a little bit more to create that look of individual hairs instead of like if you get something in the wrong place, you can just take your finger, kind of rub it in a little bit, or you can just let it dry and you can paint over it. Depending on like how bad it is that you got the paint in the wrong spot. See how that hair is really starting to look like hair? Little extra on her hat. A seashell. Oh, maybe she collected some seashells. She is going to have a great 2 weeks up in Maine. Number one is going to be a whole lot cooler up there, hopefully. Hopefully they have a little cooler weather than here. Although our weather is kind of broke. It's kind of beautiful today. I don't know if we will get any more of the real hot weather again. Probably. I mean, we haven't even reached August yet, so probably more is waiting on us. I'm gonna put just a little highlight down here, kind of that bump, the ridge of that bump. Just let that pop up a little bit more. Low 80s, nights in the 60s. Wow. That actually sounds really amazing. I think I would like it until about November when it gets a little too cold. Okay, so let's put some flip-flops. Let's just say let's put some flip-flops. And maybe a book in her bag or something like that. Just because she would have worn some kind of shoes. So we can just put like a little pair of flip-flops or something here beside her. Because I definitely would have worn some sort of a flip-flop. We're just gonna get them in. I don't know. That might be a little small. She got smaller feet than I got. October's cold up there. I know. Maybe it is October. I don't know. Just something like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. I kind of got one overlapping the other. Oh, in this, we've been painting things white and then coming back painting them whatever color we want. And so we'll have to figure out a color for our flip-flops here. Whoo, 97 at 10 a.m. Yeah, y'all down there where it gets hot. I don't know. I mean, I could deal with it in like November, December, January. February, maybe by March, you're probably getting a little, maybe by March I would be okay. By anything else, that's getting a little too hot. Coming into April, I'd be ready to come back home. I could totally do the snowbird thing though. I could be on board with that because I don't like cold and I can't stand, literally cannot stand snow. So I could be on board with that. All right. So we got a book going in. We got some flip-flops going in. We just got a couple more minutes here too, so we got to hurry up. I don't know. Do we want her matchy-matchy? I'm going to give a different color to my book. But it's going to be something about the sea. I don't know. It's a summertime read. But I just need a different color. So we're going to put this color on that book. It's going to blend in a little bit and go a little lighter because my book is still wet. And that's fine. I don't care about that. So there's my book going in. Grab a little darker here real quick. Yeah. I'm not much for heat either, so. But I would rather, I don't know. Sometimes I say I would rather it be cool, but I can't stand to be cold. So I don't want to be cold. But you can put on more clothes than you can take off. So there is that. But hot is not good either. So I don't know. I have my happy little place, like temperature wise. I think I'm a little bit spoiled. I don't know. I just want the perfect temperature all the time. Oh, our 20 minutes is up, but we're going to go ahead and finish this. Do you have any questions that I can answer while I'm finishing this? Because I do want to answer a few questions. We're going to finish out our shoe here. And then we're going to be pretty much done. So tell me, do you have any questions? For this, for painting this? And tell me, are you planning on doing this little girl? This little cute seaside scene? I told you she's matchy-matchy. Everything is matching. She likes to match. Oh, that's good that the lake water is warm. Any questions? Anything I can answer while I'm finishing this up for the next few minutes? If you have if you have a picture or something that you would like to see painted or something like that, or you have something that you're like, I'd like to see how you would paint this, let me know. I would definitely consider it. I don't know what we're going to start next week, but on Monday, we'll be live again at 12. And we will be painting something. I don't know what, but we'll figure it out. What that something is that we're going to be painting. So will you be framing this? Or maybe it's going to go in a junk journal. It's going to go in my junk journal. That's what's going to happen with this one. I have a junk journal that is called Seaside Junk Journal. And that's where this is going to go. In that junk journal. Just want to lighten these a little bit. Then I'm just going to put on the little. So any other questions while I am live about painting? Let me know. Just going to give her some little, there we go. Her little shoes. And I'm just going to take a touch of this and give a little bit. We just made our book look like it had something on it. We don't know what it says, whatever. But anyway, I had such fun time with y'all today. I hope you had fun with me. I hope you love this. I'll be back on Monday at 12. We'll be painting something. I don't know what. If y'all have something you can send to me, I will definitely look at it. But here is our cute little girl at the seaside, and she is going in this journal of mine, the seaside journal of mine. I've been working in this, and so I have a bunch of like scrap papers up at the top there, but you can see how, you know, this is some of my faux rice papers I created, and then just some fun little pages that are stamped. I want this to write in. So there's going to be a lot of pages that are just like this to write on, or like that to write on. But then there's pages like this, and it has little pullouts, little things like that. But this is going to go on one of the papers that, you know, kind of like wouldn't be easy to write on. I don't know. So this has a little pullout here. But I have a lot of pages like this that are just plain to write on. So, but that's what all of this is. And it's going to just go in kind of like this. We'll just get it in there. I'm going to have to cut it, but it's just going to be part of, well, that worked well. None of it landed in paint, so that's good. It's just going to be a page in my journal. But how cute is that? So you can almost see like how much I'm going to have to cut off. But you can see like I'm not going to lose anything. So that's a good thing. I'll be able to get it in there without losing any of the details. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. And I just wanted to put some of my art in here. So, you know, it would just be fun little keepsakes. So that's what I was thinking. And we may do more to go in this journal or another journal. I don't know. We'll see. but we're going to be painting on all kind of things. So we'll be painting on wood. We'll be painting on paper. We'll be painting on, I don't know if y'all can see all of my stuff. We'll be painting on canvas. We'll be painting on just boards. I don't know. You name it. We'll be painting on it because we are painting for 20 minutes a day to get 95% better. Anyway, I will see you all next week. I hope y'all have a great weekend. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you later. Bye.